former allies, and there was disrespect. But talk about disrespect. I don't know how many of you were here. I think all of you were here when Samoa did the most dastardly, disgusting thing she could ever do, which was remove SIRENACITA's mask and show that ugly, disgusting.
Hey, come on now. Let me have a little bit of respect. Yeah, get out of here. SIRENACITA, she is looking to overcome that disrespect that she faced at Steel Cage by getting back in the ring with Jin Savani later tonight, but also CGK are in action. Chaz, the highest price, Oscar Manuel, Felix, they will be competing in tag team action, as well as the former Inner City champion, Chris Nasty, looks to refocus as he takes on Young Fuego, Adrian Quest. As I said at the top, a huge night of action. We don't want to wait any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Fight Night!
Ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, standing to my right, weighing in at 222 pounds, fighting out of Malibu, California. This is Playboy J. Lopez. And his opponent, standing to my left, weighing in at 230 pounds, fighting from the Mecca bodybuilding. This is the Inferno, Abdul.
Pinky Santino kicking us off there in the ring with the ring introductions as we get action ready to go here on Santino Bros. I want to thank everyone who's joining us on YouTube, watching along, everyone in the chat. We got Tim Greer, Dryden, JT Havoc coming through. Appreciate you all. And if you are watching the action, make sure to use the hashtag Santino Bros across all social media to let everyone know you are in on some of the best wrestling action SoCal can provide. As action kicks off, Pinky joining me back here at the commentary table. Pinky, we've got two fellas in the ring here, Abdul and Playboy J. Lopez, who have been on the cusp of really getting themselves in a position to get some wins, but haven't been able to push through. What are you looking for between these two here in this one?
Oh, plain and simple, doing whatever you have to do to pick up a win. You got to take a shortcut, that's fine. Whatever you got to do. These guys need the momentum to move forward, and without picking up that win, they're never going to get it. And that's what I'm talking about, aggression. I love it.
Abdul is a very big individual, and his hits land heavy. You can see the way J. Lopez's head rocks back every time one of those elbows comes in, and that big chop to the back here.
And ladies and gentlemen, even though it's to the back, the first plate of chops has been served up for the night.
Across the ring, Abdul using that power. J. Lopez going to have to find a way to use the quickness to get ahead here. And J. Lopez, he's a very clever individual, and I think that even though he's not the bigger of the two, is known to be able to find ways to get under the skin of his opponents.
Oh, most definitely. He's going to have to use those mind games, because I don't know how fast you're going to be able to move around in a suede suit.
Suede, I don't know if that's the best choice of fabrics for a situation like this where it's so hot here in Azusa, but J. Lopez continues to go for it as he goes for the kick to the midsection.
Ooh, I think it's just pissing Abdul off, to be perfectly honest.
The continued shots to the chest there, not really working. J. Lopez trying to do something else here. As he drops Abdul down with that reverse DDT, hooks the leg. Not even a one count, Pinky.
Jeez, Abdul is coming to play. Recently sidelined by a huge injury to that knee, but now he's back. And he's trying to make a name.
Oh, and it looked like J. Lopez was about to go for a cover, but Abdul not even wanting to get the one count, and it shows the fire that the Inferno really has, that doesn't even want to take the one count, doesn't want to take the two count, wants to continue to get back up and continue to fight.
Oh, but look at this, J. Lopez coming off the ropes. Oh.
Trying to get some momentum.
Oh!
Misses the clothesline, but hits the big boot that sends J. Lopez right back down to the mat.
He almost sent his mustache to the front row.
And Abdul looking to get back in control of this thing. The power game is too much. You mentioned the injury to the knee. Big chop. You can see the brace on that knee from the injury earlier on. Not really playing a factor here so far, as Jay Lopez just is on the losing end of what's becoming a bit of a brawl.
Well, I guess who needs knees when you can punch someone in the face? Oh, huge shot right to the midsection. That'll take the air out of him.
Again, Abdul's one of those guys that is just, he's thick, he's big. Cover with one boot.
That boy thick. That boy thick.
That's one way to say it, you know? I mean, he's a very big individual. You hear the slap just across the face there on the ground. You can see how big he is to get a cover.
I gotta say, the more and more I'm seeing Abdul doing this, the more and more I'm starting to like him.
And we have a huge night of action for you. I want to remind everyone that we've got the Santino Bros Championship on the line, our main event. New champion Alec Tomas putting the title on the line against Tyler Baitman. Pinky, that is going to be one that, I mean, talk about a tough out for the champ first time in.
Oh, most definitely tough out. They don't call him the goddamn man for no reason. He's coming in to go ahead. Bateman's never here to make friends. So sad. Oh, wait, one,
Cover.
two. Sad to see that Alec Tomas worked so hard to go out and get to the top of the mountain just to be knocked off tonight. Because we're going to, if you ask me, for my money, we're going to see a new Santino Brothers champion tonight.
Of course, Alec Tomas won that championship in that historic matchup, the steel cage, as the fans getting behind Playboy Jay Lopez here, Pinky.
Never thought I'd see the day, but I guess they all like the velvet purple right there of the Playboy.
Well, something about Santino Bros fans is they love the guy that always is willing to fight. To Playboy's credit, he's always willing to get in there and mix it up. Big crossbody takes down Abdul, but can Jay Lopez follow it up?
You know what that tells me? These are fair weather fans. They're willing to cheer for anyone, aren't they?
Anyone who's willing to put it all on the line, that's what they go for, and gave it all with that clothesline, but not enough to chop down the tree that is the Inferno Abdul. Caught, middle of the ring. Jay Lopez tries to fight out. Abdul too quick. And just that fight in the close quarters is keeping Jay Lopez alive as Abdul tries to get a grip on the Playboy and hit something big, but doesn't seem to be able to do it.
Whoa! Look at this, the big man is staggered.
Enziguri staggers Abdul. I mean, Pink, what do you do if you're just getting outpowered the way Jay Lopez is?
You got to try to move fast. You got to try to outwit him. If that was him, I'd cheat, to be perfectly honest. But
spinning flatliner maneuver there puts Jay Lopez flat on the mat.
If you ask me, all he's got to do now is stay down. My God.
Jay Lopez fighting to his feet, gets up. Big time clothesline, takes down Playboy. And I don't think Jay Lopez is going to be doing much playing after that.
He just spiked him. This one's over. Count to 1,000,000.
Hooks the leg.
And the winner of this match, the Inferno, Abdul.
As we take a look back at this DDT maneuver, you can see how Abdul just plants Jay Lopez straight down onto the mat, his feet going right up towards the air. No one's kicking out of that. Abdul comes back strong with a big-time win here at Santino Bros Fight Night, leaving Jay Lopez to fight another day. This is Jay Lopez talking to a fan over at ringside. Gutted with the loss, but hey, that is what happens. It's a tough time. Still looking to try to fight to get back. As we got SIRENACITA coming up here against Jin Savani next. Of course, later tonight, I want to remind everybody we have some championship action as Finch puts his newly won Intercity Championship on the line.
Are you ready for the next match? Well, I'm ready too. Let's go and get the wrestlers to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth bracket is scheduled for one fall.
Savani is a wild and unhinged brawler with a defiant, confrontational attitude, which has served her very well in pro wrestling. Someone who has a relentless brawling style, loves the strikes, loves the combos, finds herself in a match here with someone who she looks down on, SIRENACITA, who she looks at as a rookie, hasn't earned the right to be respected.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring, fighting out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, she is La Huella. This is La Sirenacita.
Someone who has quickly become a crowd favorite here at Santino Bros for her positive attitude, happy to be here style. As you see, high-fiving the fans at ringside, dancing. But she's someone who suffered a bit of disrespect by Simone Williams at Cage Match, the last event here from Santino Bros, when she was unmasked during their match. Now looking to try to overcome that disrespect and get in the win column against someone who is known to be a very relentless fighter. Jack Farmer, Pinky Santino here on the call for Santino Brothers. Remember to use the hashtag Santino Bros across all social media. And if you're watching here on YouTube Live, make sure to hop in the chat, just like Misha Latte and Tim Greer, like Blink Kears and Dryden. As this one gets underway, Pinky, Jin Savani, she's someone who's been in the wrestling game for a very long time and believes that respect is something you got to earn. And she looks at someone like SIRENACITA and says, listen, you're a small fish in this big pond. You don't deserve my respect.
Yeah, and she smells like one too.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, look at this. Well, I got to give her that. She's taking the fight to Jin Savani. And that's exactly what she's going to have to do to earn the respect of someone like Jin, like you said, that has been doing this for so long.
Well, she looks like she's doing all right as she takes Jin Savani down to the mat.
Oh,
Blocks the kick, but not the Enzy.
she was doing all right before she got kicked in the head.
Well, getting kicked in the head is going to slow down a lot of people, but getting right back to it. And the thing about SIRENACITA is she's someone who, I said earlier, she's happy to be here, but I think after the disrespect she faced from Simone Williams, she's no longer as happy to be here. She wants to show that she belongs here, and she's hoping she can do that with a big-time win against someone like a Jin Savani.
Hey, most definitely. And I got to say, I'm happy to see her back. Oh, in that mask, because, ooh, that face. I was about to bring her a paper bag if
oh, we got to cover. And another quick kick-out, something we've seen today is the wrestlers not wasting time with their kick-outs.
Almost definitely. Oh, wait, look at this. Here comes Jin. It looks like we're seeing another situation of kind of strength and power versus speed and agility in this one.
And for those of you watching on YouTube, you can check out Santino Bros action here in Azusa, California. Our next match is going to be on July 10th, right back here in Azusa, California. Also, our biggest event of the year, the LA Rumble, August 29th, as Jin Savani gets in control and hooks the leg.
Oh, only two.
Not enough to put away SIRENACITA. Again, LA Rumble, we're kind of in that point in time, Pinky, where all the wrestlers are really jockeying for position for that big event, the LA Rumble, the 30-person Battle Royal.
Jack, I've said it before and I'll say it again, going into the LA Rumble, it's all about momentum. Momentum means so much headed into something like the LA Rumble.
And someone who's lacking momentum right now, SIRENACITA down on the mat. As Jin Savani goes to work. This is where someone like Jin Savani is particularly dangerous. She's someone who likes to beat people up. She's kind of like a high school bully. She sees the new kid in school and just pulling back on that hair.
Yeah, exactly. They call her the SoCal hippie, but let me tell you something about this one. She ain't all about love and peace. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, there's the love and peace hippies, and I think there's the Charles Manson hippies. I think Jin Savani leans more towards those Charles Manson hippies, as she looks to do some very dastardly things. But fighting out of it, Laranita wanting to show that she belongs here at Santino Bros Wrestling after that disrespect, but a big-time clothesline might put an end to it for the win.
Well, yeah. Look at her showing she belongs by taking that pin right there. She belongs on the losing column, it looks like.
Listen, kicking out of a clothesline like that takes a lot of guts, takes a lot of heart, and I think Laranita is showing she has that in spades.
Hey, heart and guts, fine. But you need more than that to go ahead and pick up a win. And she hasn't been able to find it yet. But she was able to find that huge chop right to the chest.
Just rattling Laranita. And you know, this is where a lot of times people quit, frankly, Pinky. A lot of times this is where a lot of wrestlers would give up, just getting blitzed in the corner. Laranita staying in there, but Jin Savani
you're right.
living up to the billing.
You're right. I think she should be like more wrestlers and just quit.
Well, a lot of them do. If you're someone who's not a quitter, we have our beginners classes on July 7th. Make sure to check out SantinoBros.net for information on that. And if you want to try out to see if you can be a part of these, our next tryouts is September 6th. Jin Savani back in control, hits that suplex. Almost sends Laranita out of the ring. Very smart maneuver, brings her back in, hooks the leg.
2. Okay, even I'm a little surprised she was able to kick out of that one. It looked like she landed on the back of her head. I could have sworn she was knocked out, but look at this. Jen not done. I think she's going to finish her off now with those huge forearm shots.
Jin Savani, known for her heavy ground strikes, aggressive corner brawling flurries, working to a T here. You got to think she's going to be looking for that War on Pigs move she loves to finish with, that air raid crash type maneuver, as she sinks in that sleeper hold. And there's a long way to go before Laranita can get to the safety of the ropes.
Oh, but listen to all these people getting behind her. I don't get it, but they seem to like her a whole lot.
Well, how do you not love, as you listen to this crowd, how do you not appreciate the fight that someone like Laranita has? How do you not appreciate what she brings in? The fire, the heart. This is what wrestling's about.
She doesn't pick up the win. She has all the fight in the heart, but she doesn't pick up the win.
Looking to try to prove you wrong here today, but looking like it's going to be tough. Just picks up Laranita, Jin Savani does, before hoisting her back up to continue the offense. Face first down on the mat.
This one's over.
Looking for the win here.
1,
hooks the leg.
2. Oh, I think she picked her up. I think she picked her up. She's saying that she's not done.
Jin Savani had the win, wasn't ready to call it a day, though. Again, just a bully picking on this person who's still relatively new in wrestling. Doesn't like the idea, Jin Savani doesn't like the idea that this rookie, as she would call it, is in here. But, oh, the rookie
wait a minute,
looking to steal it.
Ooh.
Dodges the shot. Comes back with one of her own, Laranita. Giving it everything she has, now holding Jin Savani in the corner. Trying to get some combos. Getting those body shots in. Poses for the crowd. Finishes the combo. And I think Laranita might be cooking.
When have you ever heard of a boxer that comes from the sea? My goodness.
What does she have here? Laranita with that full Nelson slam. Hooks the leg. Could this be it? No.
Hey, she's got to stop riding. She's got to get up. She's got to capitalize if she's going to pick up the win. She's wasting too much time worrying about all these damn people.
Well, Laranita, again, last time she was in this ring, unmasked by Simone Williams. And as you know, in Lucha Libre, being unmasked is as oh, come on now.
I was just thinking about her face again.
As disrespectful as you can get. Now in the ring with Jin Savani, going back to those brawls that makes her so dangerous.
Oh, wait a minute, this might be it.
Reversal, Jin Savani in control.
You gotta give it to Jin, she had her scouted.
What does Jin Savani have planned here? Elbow shots to the face, to the side of the head, kick straight to the knee.
It's like she's just gonna beat her up.
Just looking to take her lunch money. Headbutt right to the face, right to the mask. And a knee takes down Laranita. Jin Savani hooks the leg.
Never thought I'd see someone take the lunch money from a tuna sandwich.
Jin Savani starting to get a little frustrated, Pink. I think even Jin Savani doesn't have a lot of respect coming into the match for SIRENACITA, but maybe earning a little bit with the fight of SIRENACITA.
And I'll never take that away from her. She's showing fight. She's showing grit. But I want to see, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Cover. Almost snuck the win there. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the face. Spinning shot to the cheek.
Oh, wait.
Oh, come on. Still hiding behind that mask, huh? I ripped it off once. I'll do it again. Because deep down you know, without it, you're nothing.
Whenever she wants, but the distraction just long enough for Jin Savani to hit that war on pigs. Oh no. Cover.
And the winner of this match, the Royal People, Jin Savani.
Jin Savani taking advantage of that video package from Simone Williams saying she could take the mask whenever she wants. Just disgusting from Simone Williams. SIRENACITA having to find a way to bounce back.
Hey, if you ask me, it's always a good day when you get to see Simone Williams. SIRENACITA is not being so serene right now, if you ask me. She's having a fit in the middle of that ring. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Don't be a sore loser. Ain't no need for that. Well, let's go ahead. Yeah, she's having a bad time in there, but I think we're going to get a little bit of action with Jack Farmer in the back. Let's go ahead and send things over to Jack Farmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am being joined now by Finch, the winner of the Inner City Championship at Steel Cage. And Finch, now that you're the champion, you're looking to defend the championship tonight, how you feeling? What's next? What are you expecting?
A hell of a fatal four-way we had. I just want to congratulate you on becoming the new Inner City champion. And you, I knew Darwin would come back. You took the highway. How? Because you could have hit me with that chair, remember? Michael Revenant has been in your head all this time, and finally the real Darwin is here. They were chanting for Finch. You got them to chant. They believe in you just like I believe in you, and you took the high road. And guess what? The thing that you did to my rib, I'm taking the high road too. Because I got your back now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw that, but are you ready for more Santino Brothers Wrestling? I'm ready too. Let's get the wrestlers to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues. Finch, as we just saw in action later tonight, putting the Inner City Championship on the line as we send things back to Pinky Santino in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, taking it away from the ring, and a combined weight of 340 pounds. This is Chaz, the highest price. Oscar, Manuel Felix, they are CGK.
CGK. Of course, they've had their long history with Cam Gates. something that we saw play out. Speaking of Darwin, Finch, they got involved in that Intercity Championship match, costing Cam Gates his opportunity in that four-way, led to Finch winning the championship. Finch will defend later tonight. But here we see CGK in action against a new tag team that has been electrifying, folks, here at Santino Bros in dark matches, making their debut. And we'll see just how the young upstarts do against a team that has really taken SoCal Tag Team Wrestling by storm. DJ Palmer and Kid Destino, they've trained together and they came up together, and just through all the years and all the months of putting in time, learning with each other, sparring with each other, decided to get in the ring together as a team, and now they're making their debut. If you want to debut at Santino Brothers someday, I recommend visiting SantinoBros.net. Our next beginners class is July 7th, right around the corner. And if you can't make that one, no worries. We have tryouts to join our beginners class for the next round, September 6th. Pinky Santino, Jack Farmer calling the action here live on YouTube. Make sure to use the hashtag Santino Bros across all social media. And make sure to join the live chat if you're here. Oh, geez, listen to this crowd.
Well, you talked about living your dreams, Farmer. I think this kid's living his dream right now. Too bad it's going to come to an end at the hands of the CJK.
Well, as the two lock up for the first time, Kid Destino and Chaz Price in the ring, what's it like? What's going through their minds right now, Pinky? As someone who's been in the ring, that first time has got to be terrifying, especially against a team that's on a hot streak like CGK.
Oh, most definitely. Your mind is racing 1,000 miles per minute. The question is, can you keep control long enough to go ahead and do the job in the middle of the ring? We're about to find that out.
Chaz Price coming through Santino Bros when he was still just a trainee, known as the graduate for being someone who always overstudied, and you kind of see that in the way he's prepared for everything now. Kid Destino tried to get a little exciting there, but Chaz Price able to cut him off.
Yeah, I love that little lesson right there. Oh, wait, what was that? The way that Destino's able to go ahead and move around the ring, hey, I got to give it to the kid.
Very unorthodox maneuvers. Kid Destino, someone that really brings a lot of passion to what he does, says family's the most important thing to him, and he really wants to represent that here in the ring. He hits a beautiful Hurricane Rana, taking down Chaz Price. I think Chaz Price a little stunned by what he's getting here.
I can't blame him. I'm a little surprised too. Can't believe this kid is coming in with the upper hand. Oh my goodness! Where's he finding this fire?
Kid Destino goes to the top, works the ropes, arm drag down, and this kid's not fighting like a rookie. This kid is fighting like a veteran, Pinky.
Damn, I guess this kid has been showing up to Lucha Libre classes.
Oh, we got to cover. Chaz Price kicks out before the one. Tags in Oscar Felix. Oscar Manuel Felix, also known for a bit of Lucha Libre, but Kid Destino tags in DJ Palmer. First look at DJ Palmer. Both of this team is making their debuts. DJ Palmer hitting a couple of arm drags, known as the #1 seed, after earning that nickname, I should say, on the football field as a top-ranked college wide receiver.
Yeah, the question is he going to be the #1 seed in the middle of the ring? I think he's calling for it right now. Oh!
You know, those wide receivers known for their hands and known for being a bit full of themselves. You got to have confidence to be a pro wrestler, bringing it, but man, that confidence got to get shaken when you're getting shins and knees in the face. Oh, reversal with that big-time back elbow staggers Oscar Manuel Felix.
Oh, look at this. He's not oh, my goodness. Are you sure he wasn't a kicker, too?
Screams out, rebounds. Meteora takes down Oscar Manuel Felix.
Tell me.
Cover.
Palmer, can you imagine if these guys would have been able to put away the CGK like that? My goodness.
I mean, we talked about momentum earlier and what it takes to get into the LA Rumble. Even if you're a rookie, you have the chance to do something at the LA Rumble August 29th. Of course, we have one more stop before that. Fight Night, July 10th, right here in Azusa. Tickets are on sale, SantinoBros.net. Visit the live crowd. It's an experience like none other in pro wrestling, as this new tandem is really teaching CGK that maybe being cocky isn't always the best move, but that maneuver may have been moonsault.
I can't believe I can't believe I'm saying this, but these two newcomers are working like a well-oiled machine in there.
Man, I think these two are really showing the world just how good that Santino Bros training is at the dojo.
Whoa!
Oh, things are getting a little chippy, Pinky.
And he's calling for one more. I know you don't speak Spanish. He's saying otra. That means one more.
Well, one person not asking for it is Chaz.
Oh! Almost sounded like a gunshot going off. Oh, no, not DJ too. Come on. Hey, come on, Charlie. Let's get some control in there. And you're liking this, aren't you, Farmer?
Oh, I am so excited to see a fresh new tag team that as it's entertaining as these two. We got to find a name for this tag team. Crowd chanting for one more.
Oh! Well, right now we got one wearing some red and the other one wearing blue. Maybe double dragons.
And you got to imagine that this tag team match may have implications for a team like CGK. To possibly get a tag team championship opportunity against the current champs, Raw Meat. As Chaz Price, Oscar Felix finding their way to get back in control.
That's what intelligence and experience will do for you. You'll always get back in control. Only a one count.
Continued stomps here. Chaz Price not going for anything fancy now, just going for damage.
There you go, Chaz. Do a kick flip.
And DJ Palmer learning that pro wrestling's not just about offense. Sometimes it's about defense, and he's going to need to find a way to get some defense very soon as he's getting the proverbial mud hole stomped in him in the very wrong part of town.
Oh, look at this. And Destino thinks he's helping his partner.
As we see here, Destino trying to get the ref's attention, but all he's doing is distracting the referee as his partner gets choked out behind him.
Shut your mouth, Farmer. Oh, yeah! Go!
A little bit of payback there as we get into the cover.
Come on, Oscar, do it again.
You look at Oscar's face, the sly grin, knowing that this team is now on the defense and his team is firmly in control. With the crowd chanting for DJ.
These idiots need to stop that. Oscar's trying to concentrate in there. Oh, no.
Fighting back through it.
Yeah!
Spinning neck breaker takes down DJ Palmer as we get another cover. Flashy, cocky, hungry for golden clout, CGK. Last time we saw them costing Cam Gates in that fatal four-way for the Inter-City Championship. Of course, they have a long history. Looking to move past it. Depositing DJ Palmer, and this could be it.
Only a 2 count. I guess DJ Palmer wants a little bit of repeat on punishment right there.
DJ Palmer, a standout athlete in college across all sports, really stood out in football. This crowd, I don't know, it's rare we see someone who the fans take to so quickly like they are to Kid Destino and DJ Palmer.
Oh, look at this. Oh!
But the tag team tandem cannot be denied.
Well, the feet of CGK definitely took to them.
For the win. DJ Palmer not ready to go down.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Saying it's over, this is it. Big time vertical suplex and he ain't done. I thought so. It was beautiful. Tell him it was beautiful, Farmer.
It was a very beautiful suplex. Takes out Kid Destino on the outside. And now putting the boots to DJ Palmer. DJ Palmer needs to find a way to make a tag. Smart tag team wrestling by Chaz Price, getting rid of his partner so that DJ Palmer is now stranded all on his own.
It's about time you give these guys their flowers. Jeez.
CGK is a very talented tag team. They take the shortcut too many times. They're a bit disrespectful.
I'm pretty sure earlier you said they're on a winning streak, right?
They are on a winning streak.
I think that's all that matters, Farmer.
They got wins over Cali Cortez and Nicoya Chris.
So would you rather be someone that loses all the time but plays it fair and square, or someone that wins and maybe takes a little shortcut here and there, doesn't break any rules, just bends it a little?
They bend them pretty far. As this sleeper is in deep. DJ Palmer trying to muster the strength. Hits Oscar Felix in the face. Punches to the gut. Can he fight out of this? He can. But can he make the tag to his partner?
Oh, no!
Combo maneuver. Both men eyeing each other. Oh! Come up quick. Discus clothesline turns Oscar Manuel Felix inside out, and that might be the kill shot.
Oh, but he can't capitalize. He's taking too much punishment. Come on, Chaz, get in there. Get Chaz in there.
Kid Destino chomping at the bit to get involved in this one and help save his partner, potentially kicking off both their young careers with a win.
No.
And he does it. Kid Destino is back in the chat, taking it to Chaz Price. One clothesline, two clotheslines, ducks one, and he brings the fire to CGK.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, big time Uranagi.
Plants Chaz Price. Could this be it?
Where's this kid finding this from?
Kid Destino trying to put this one away. Tags in DJ Palmer. Not sure if that's a good idea this quick.
Whoa!
Maybe it is. Springboard Swanton.
Don't tell
DJ
me.
Palmer looking to put
Don't
this one
tell
away.
me. There you go.
Oscar
Beautiful double
Felix.
stomp.
Oscar Felix back in this thing. But Kid Destino not backing down 1 inch.
Oh, wait a minute. The hell? No. Keep it in the ring. Don't do it.
Up and over. Takes out both Chaz Price, takes out Oscar Manuel Felix, and even takes out part of our security crew. Folks, when Kid Destino takes to the skies, you better get out of there.
Wait, look at DJ.
Not to be outdone, the wide receiver jumps for the touchdown over the top rope, and he makes pay dirt. Let's take a look at this, Pinky. Talk us through this.
What does it say? He was able to leap straight from the ground, looking like Superman flying over the top rope.
All 4 men out on the outside there in that hard concrete. DJ Palmer first to his feet, and I've lost track of who the legal man is, Pinky.
I think it's DJ and possibly Chaz, but yeah, you're right. They're all on that concrete. No pads here. We ain't like other companies. Sissies.
Get a cover. And that was not an emphatic kick out, Pinky. I think Chaz Price may have used just a bit of the last amount of strength he had to get out of there.
The point is, he's still in the fight. Oh, when everyone else stays in the fight, shows heart, you're all for it.
I'm saying I'm glad. The fight is incredible from Chaz Price, but I mean, after the combo suicide dives there, is it too much?
Oh,
what do we got lined up here?
Oh! He just took out his own partner. Talk about inexperience come to play, Jack Farmer.
Like a bullfighter getting out of the way of the bull. Dodges the spear, causing DJ Palmer to hit his own partner. The Cam Gates keeper, or the CGK, the former Cam Gates keeper, I should say, looking for that gatekeeper's tool.
Wait, what the hell is this? That's Cam Gates.
What happened?
Bomb squad. Bomb squad.
Cam Gates putting the boots to Oscar Felix. DKC fighting Chaz Price. This is payback for what happened at Steel Cage when CGK cost Cam Gates his opportunity. This is payback for getting involved.
They're a couple of sore losers, Farmer. What is this? There's no reason for this.
No reason for this.
No.
No reason for this. They cost Cam Gates an opportunity to become the inner city champion, and I have no love lost for Cam Gates, but you got to admit.
Look at, he's taping his mouth shut. Why is he taping his mouth shut?
He's gonna stop Oscar Felix from talking any more trash. As these four men are battling all over Azusa here, and he's gonna put Oscar through the merch table. No.
Oh wait.
No, he's gonna put him in the trash. Oscar Felix barely able to escape. But this whole thing's broken down, Pinky.
Fight for your life, Oscar. Fight for your life. There you go. There you go. Hey, somebody help Chaz. Somebody help Chaz.
Championship opportunities are few and far between. Cam Gates fought a long time to get his. And when he had that opportunity taken from him by his former colleague, CGK, he knew it wasn't going to let that rest. And DKC, when a friend calls you and needs help, DKC's the friend that's always there. That's what brought the bomb squad in tonight.
Where's the security in this place? This thing is out of hand, Farmer.
Trying to break this one up, but no one can get in between these four as they're tearing this building apart.
No, all four men in the ring. Come on, what cowards are these bomb squads? I mean, these guys have wrestled a hard match.
I mean, thankfully it's in the ring, but I don't know if it does it. It's not a match. But these two, I think Bomb Squad, they want to go one-on-one with CGK, but CGK think the better of it. They only want to face the Bomb Squad when it's on their terms. Cam Gates not waiting. Cam Gates is fired up. I've never seen Cam Gates like this. DKC right behind him.
I got to get back to the ring, Farmer. This is too much.
And what? I mean, this thing's broken. This thing's broken down, everybody. The Cam Gates keep the CGK.
The previous match is ruled a no contest.
Ruled a no contest. An incredible debut from DJ Palmer and Kid Destino, but the story here, Cam Gates not accepting the fact that his shot at the Inner City Championship was cost by CGK. As we send things back to Pinky Santino to kick us off with our next event.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next match? And let's go ahead and get the wrestlers to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making
a cocky, emotionally immature showman with flashy energy, but this one comes down to a relationship from the past, one with his opponent, Red Williams. These two former members of the same group, former members of a group called The Garden. Eddie Roar says, you don't get to just leave the Garden leads you. The Freaky Frog, Eddie Roar, looking to beat Red Williams out of the Garden.
And his opponent. Making his way to the ring, weighing at 200 pounds. After lunch, fighting at a Luzerne Force, Illinois. This is the High Place Drifter, Red Williams.
Scrappy and resilient, fighting not for glory, but for survival. Carries the look and the attitude of a roughneck cowboy on the road, is fiercely independent and driven by necessity. Former teammate of Eddie Roar, decided to go off on his own, decided to blaze his own trail, and has taken his grinding, no-nonsense approach to much success across the U.S. But Eddie Roar jumping Red Williams before he could even get his jacket off. And Pinky, you got out of there just in time, but what do you make of Eddie Roar attacking Red Williams before he could even get his hat and jacket off?
Hey, I got to give it to Eddie Roar. He's been going around Southern California making a name for himself, and you know what? This is probably how he's doing it. So if he's got to go ahead and be the aggressor, because that's all I see him doing, is being the aggressor, then go ahead and do it. Why not?
Taking some liberties with the term aggressor when you're attacking Red Williams from behind before the match even starts. But if you're saying this, by the way, Jack Farmer, Pinky Santino.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh!
And Red Williams just uncorking on Eddie Roar. And Eddie Roar might be regretting that sneak attack earlier on as he takes to the sky in that big back body drop.
And this man is damn near 6'5", 6'6". So when you get back body drop by such a tall guy, that's a long way down, Farmer.
Red Williams, someone who's been in the weight room lately, putting on a bit of muscle. Lifts up Eddie Roar again for a delayed vertical suplex. Drops Eddie Roar right in the middle of the ring.
Oh, he ain't done. Is he going to the top? Jeez.
Takes the sky, big axe handle. Takes down the Freaky Frog, hooks the leg. This one could be over quick.
And Farmer, you got to remember, these guys know each other so well. Both former members of the group The Garden in the past. So you know these guys know exactly what the other one brings to the table.
It definitely comes in. Eddie Roar was talking in the locker room earlier about how you don't just leave the Garden. You have to get beat out of the Garden. This is gang warfare here, and he doesn't like the idea that Red Williams took off on his own and tried to be a man on his own and tried to make some money on his own by traveling the world, while Eddie Roar says, hey, we're the Garden, we're here together forever, whether you like it or not.
Oh, wait, look at this. Whoa! Beautiful tumbleweed off the top rope. Got to give it to Eddie Roar. Look at this.
Cover.
One. Oh, only a one count. I don't believe it.
Eddie Roar frustrated already in this one. And Eddie Roar is someone who, you know, he can be a little out there. He can use awkward angles. He can be a little unpredictable with his lucha-infused offense. But he's someone who's, like you said, has had a lot of success, especially over the past year, as he looks to choke out the big man. Not a bad maneuver, not a bad strategy if you're in there with someone that much bigger than you, Pinky.
Almost definitely. You got to go ahead and take the energy away from the bigger man. And, oh, wait a minute, look at this. Big time Samoan drop from the big game hunter. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count.
Eddie Roar trying to argue with the referee. Rarely does that work, Pinky, arguing with the referee.
Should though, shouldn't it?
No, it should. The whole point of the referee is that they are impartial.
I know, so why she all for Red Williams? She even has the red hair.
Big shot from Eddie Rohr. Eddie Rohr, someone who, again, has been in positions to win championships here at Santino Bros. Hasn't been able to do so yet. Speaking of championships, we have that Interstate Championship on the line later tonight, as well as the Santino Bros Wrestling Championship. Alec Tomas in our main event looks to try to defend the championship against Tyler Baitman. That one is going to be can't miss. As a kitchen sink takes Red Williams down. And Eddie Rohr smiles, knowing that he's in control of this one.
There you go, Eddie. There you go. That's the big game. Hunt him. Hunt him. 1, 2.
Kicking out at 2. Red Williams, again, a gritty striker, brawler, loves working the neck, but he loves beating you up. Very old school wrestler, if you can't tell, by the tights, by the boots. Very much a tribute to one Terry Funk.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Yeah. Oh. Too bad he didn't learn to wrestle like Terry Funk, eh?
Yeah. Well, Eddie Rohr,
Falcon Arrow!
Big Falcon Arrow,
1,
tries to cover.
2.
Red Williams able to kick out of it. The beautifully done Falcon Arrow, not enough to put down Red Williams, but Red Williams now trying to overcome being jumped early on, now overcoming the offense he's facing now. What does Red Williams need to do to get back into this one, Pinky?
If I'm Red Williams, plain and simple, you got to use your size, you got to use your strength, you got to do whatever you can to slow down the pace and overwhelm Eddie Rohr. And a brawl is exactly what he's going to want to do to accomplish that. I don't know why Rohr is trying to brawl with this man.
Well, Red Williams, one of the better strikers here at Santino Bros. Also, big-time snap suplex. Red Williams, he's someone who's, I always say, driven by necessity. The idea that he has to win this is something that drives him and something that propels him forward. Some people let it be daunting. He uses it as motivation. It's that big kick, hooks the leg quickly. No wasted time, no wasted motion. Beautiful combination there by the High Plains Drifter.
You know what? I'll give him that. Hey, a beautiful combo, but he's got to capitalize right now. He's got Eddie Rohr on the ground. Knock him out. Finish him up. Don't go around stomping your foot like an idiot.
Trying to wake himself up, maybe loading the boot, as is famous in pro wrestling, loading up, maybe going for a big boot here. Or no, hits the goozle. Maybe looking for that dead man's drop, that devastating sit-out choke slam.
Spear!
Big spear. Hooks the leg.
1, 2.
Not enough.
Can you believe that? I thought he damn near cut him in half.
Another cover. Nah, I don't think he expected to win with that cocky cover there. But he still seems disappointed. Eddie Rohr, that is.
Well, of course he is. I wouldn't expect someone to kick out of that. Sure, it was a cocky cover, but hey, that was still a devastating spear.
Stands getting behind Red Williams.
Oh, look at this. He's going for the freaky frog. Oh, wait a minute.
But caught, the power too much from Red Williams. Clothesline takes down Eddie Rohr.
Oh, wait a minute.
Grabs the neck. Could this be that dead man drop? Big time choke slam it is for the win.
And the winner of the match, by way of pinfall, Red Williams.
Big win as we see here, grabbing the throat and lifting the freaky frog high into the air before dropping him down heavy. Red Williams goes for the cover, dead man drop. You're not coming back from a maneuver like that. Red Williams, big win and gains momentum on the road to the LA Rumble.
All about momentum. All about momentum, especially for a big man like Red Williams. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, got to give it to him. He's going to be a threat in the LA Rumble.
Again, that LA Rumble, August 29th. Get tickets now. It'll be right here in Azusa. Or get tickets, get tickets to our fight night, July 10th. The final stop before the LA Rumble. July 10th, August 29th, those are our next events. You can see all of the wrestlers here, Santino Brothers, at the LA Rumble. Again, it's a 30-person Battle Royal winner getting a shot at the Santino Bros Wrestling Championship, which we will see put on the line once again later tonight. Alec Tomas looking to defend against the Butcher, Tyler Baitman, someone who's as vicious and dangerous as they come. Actually a mentor to Alec Tomas in his earlier years. Lots of history between those two, which we will definitely get into. But we still have so much more action. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to use the hashtag Santino Bros. And if you're on the YouTube live chat, get in the comments, get in the chat. Don't just be a lurker. Hang out and talk with everybody there, like Tim Greer, like Dean Silver, like Blinkers, Jonathan Jackson. Let's send things over to Finch.
The Santino Brothers Fight Night to give you. Are you ready for more? Let's go, let's go. Let's get the wrestlers to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the full contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 98 kilos, fighting out of La Habra, California. This is the Lucha Strongman, Chris Nasty.
Last time we saw Chris Nasty, it was in a, what in the?
Wrong place, wrong time, kid. Get out. Everybody, apologies to all of you. I'm not exactly in the greatest mood tonight. I kept going back and forth, thinking about how I could have made things different from the last show. But the mercy and compassion I gave to Primo costed me my inner city championship. As much as I've said it before, I am an angry man, but I am also a forgiving man. Primo, Henyo, I forgive you. And it should not be Finch versus Richie Coy tonight. No, it should be Finch versus Chris Nasty. Hey guys, this is not about you, alright? So please. He's right, guys. But I have a task that is just on that same level. I have young Fuego, Adrian Quest. Not only one of SoCal's best, one of the best. But young Fuego, you are in my way. When you are in my way, I take action very, very lightly. So I'm handling you, and then I'm going back for my inner city championship.
Chris Nasty with some very different attitude than we've been used to.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, weighing at 162 pounds, fighting out of Colton, California, representing Los Suavecitos, this is Young Fuego, Adrian.
Young Fuego, don't let the name fool you. He is a 15-year SoCal prodigy in the ring, and someone who, you know, I don't know what kind of expectations he has coming into this one. I know, and sorry everyone, I'm a little rattled by what I just saw from Chris Nasty there. Someone who definitely has a different type of attitude. I know last time we saw him, he lost the Intercity Championship, as mentioned, and some people would say that Chris Nasty lost the championship because maybe he didn't take advantage of an injury that was done to Primo Henyo as we get a handshake to start things off. But Pinky, I gotta admit, I'm a little rattled by what we just saw and heard from Chris Nasty. Very out of character.
You're rattled. I was in the ring. I thought he was about to attack me. This guy.
Like I could dream.
Farmer, I swear. Never mind you. Farmer, I was in the middle of the ring. He was out there attacking our security guards, attacking our health. Why? Because he's sour grapes about losing the championship. If he wanted to win, he should have taken the actions it would have taken to win. He didn't do it. He lost. I'm sorry. He's a sore loser.
Well, be that as it may, he's in there with one of the true greats here in Southern California wrestling. As I was saying earlier, goes by the name Young Fuego, but cover. Very long history in pro wrestling here, over 15 years, a high-octane, lucha-inspired flyer, Adrian Quest, as we see him kip up out of that head scissors. And this is going to be an interesting one because Chris Nasty, he loves to use a bit of that hybrid lucha brawler style himself. It'll be fascinating to see how both these two approach this one.
Oh, most definitely. I have personally been in the ring with Adrian Quest, and although I have quite some size on him, that did not matter. He was able to go ahead and hit me so many times I couldn't even see where he was coming from. So I know exactly how dangerous Quest could be.
We hear the For the Homies chants from the crowd. Of course, Young Fuego representing Los Suavecitos, a team that has definitely made their mark all across the West Coast, especially this past year. Chris Nasty, I guess, having a crisis of conscience, wondering just how he's supposed to handle coming back from the loss. I think you know how hard, goes for the arm drag. Quest saw it coming, this one picking up. Quest brings down Chris Nasty.
Oof.
And really, it feels like Chris Nasty trying to get one up on Young Fuego. Maybe a little bit of that lucha. Who can use the lucha better coming in here? But it feels like Adrian Quest seems to have his number every time.
Most definitely. Hey, if you ask me, I kind of feel like Chris Nasty is coming into this match a little bit rattled, a little bit off balance, and Adrian Quest has been able to use that against him so far.
But yeah, you know, coming off the loss is one thing, but coming off of losing a championship, especially when it's something that you feel like you blame yourself for, Pinky, what's that got to be doing to the psyche of a wrestler like Chris Nasty? Walk us through that.
Well, I think you saw it before the match. This guy's losing his mind, but you got to make sure you're not that angry bull in there running into your own demise just because you're not paying attention and because you're just pissed off.
Vertical suplex takes down Adrian Quest. We got to cover. Nasty by nature, dangerous by design. Chris Nasty.
Oh, look how cute. You wrote a little poem for him.
Tried to do a haiku, didn't work out. But Chris Nasty in control now, going to the brawling. I think he saw the lucha maybe not working, so just getting the brawling in here. And, you know, maybe that's playing into where he's at in his headspace. I know he's frustrated with what happened. Maybe instead of trying to be fancy, time to just get physical.
Hey, that's always been my motto.
Cover.
1, 2, when the game plan doesn't work, just punch the guy in the face.
Hard to steer you wrong with that game plan. Punching people in the face has worked a long time. But what did we just see there, Pinky?
Saw a sharp headbutt right into the eyebrow. I think he's trying to bust them open. We've seen boxers that get that swollen eyebrow right above the eye. It makes it very hard for them to see and go ahead and block punches, and I think that's what Chris Nasty's going for.
This crowd cheering for the Lucha Scumbag. Chris Nasty, someone who the crowd has looked up to over the past few months, and that's kind of what makes what he just said and how he just handled that situation so shocking. Is he's someone I think a lot of people really grew to love for being such a fighter, for always putting on great matches, but geez, that high-octane drop kick right to the back of the head, I think is going to make anyone rethink their attitude.
And look at this, what is Quest? Center for, oh! Throat first. Hey, I got to give it to Nasty on that one. He used what was in front of him. He should have done that. Ooh, at steel cage. Maybe he would have still been holding on to the title.
Really controlling the tempo and grinding his opponent. Hooks the leg. Really grinding Adrian Quest here. Really.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's about to become my hero if he punches Charlie Wu.
Well, we can agree on some things. Charlie Wu, of course, head official here. And almost did something, you know, I don't know if I'd be able to look at Chris Nasty the same if he hit Charlie Wu. Head official, but distracted himself, giving Adrian Quest enough time to get back in this one. And you know, Adrian Quest takes a thumb to the eye. That's very out of character for a Chris Nasty.
Wait, well, he's saying it was an accident. It might have been. You never know.
It did not look like an accident for where I'm sitting, and I got the best seat in the house, Pinky.
Oh!
It's a shot to the face.
Oh, no,
elbow.
His true intentions, Farmer. You never know. You're not in his mind. And for all you know, you're lying about that. You've lied to us before, Farmless Farmer.
You know, my family could have one. But Adrian Quest trying to get the momentum going again. Quest knows that he seems to be more successful the faster this thing goes. Chris Nasty, though, someone that's very hard to outspeed. And Nasty looking like he might have bad intentions here.
Oh! Huge chop.
Adrian Quest in a very bad spot.
You know what? I wasn't a big fan of it when I was in the ring with him. But little by little, I'm starting to like this side of Chris Nasty. I got to say.
Chris Nasty, again, very frustrated losing the Interstate Championship, letting Primo Henyo off easy when he was hurt. Could have taken advantage and got the win. Didn't want to hurt his friend. Big time Hurricane Rana has got to have Chris Nasty forgetting all about what happened last time.
Are these fans chanting for the homies?
For the homies, the call of Los Suavecitos, that group that Adrian Quest is a part of.
Whoa, corkscrew right off the middle rope. Oh, I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done.
Clear a runway. Adrian Quest taken down. Chris Nasty on the outside. He's not done.
Holy hell.
Buy one, get one. Offense to the outside. Adrian Quest first with the suicide dive, then with the moonsault.
He just took out those chairs like bowling pins.
If you get a ticket to a Santino Bros show, you're always in a front row seat. If we look at Adrian Quest with a beautiful springboard right on the button, takes down Chris Nasty as these two are back in the ring and the action continues.
Oh, look at this, lands on his feet, able to roll through.
Oh, and talk about a veteran maneuver as he gets that submission move locked in, but can he torque it enough, pulling back that arm, trying to get the arm back all the way.
Oh,
the neck, the arm, the shoulder.
It's about to separate his shoulder, Farmer.
Not the way you're supposed to bend.
But oh, look at this. Hey, Nasty able to reach the ropes. I gotta give it to him. Ring awareness, 101.
The long limbs of Chris Nasty able to get to the ropes. And we talk about how long Adrian Quest has been in the game. Chris Nasty's been in the game for some time as well. You talk about knowing where he is in the ring. Chris Nasty's someone who always knows where he's at. Very intelligent fighter.
Oh! Oh, you're not going to be intelligent if you keep getting kicked in the mush.
Adrian Quest looking like he's going for some more of that high-octane offense that he's known for. Nasty dodges it. Oh, dodged by Quest. Eventually, Nasty catches Quest and looks to go over the top rope. Springboard inside out, tornado DDT cover.
Only a 2 count. I don't believe that one.
That one was close. Chris Nasty almost sealed the deal. Using that incredible reverse inside out, back spring, tornado. What do you even call that, Pinky? You've wrestled, you should know.
Hey, he invented it. So I don't know, whatever he wants to call it, it's not something that I could call it because it's never been done. Nasty's in there doing brand new stuff and oh, wait a minute.
As you hear him say, wrong time, wrong place again, as he said earlier. Could be going for that. What's he going for here? Going for a powerbomb reversed.
One, two.
Quest almost snuck one. Shotgun drop kick into the corner. Quest for the homies. Diving European uppercut, going to the, thought he was going for the top rope, comes up.
Power bomb!
Flattened, hooks the leg.
2. Only a 2, Farmer. I don't know how he kicked out of that one. Here, let me power bomb you later, and then we'll see if you were able to kick out.
Brain rattling power bomb. Both men gave it their all, now trying to figure out what's next. I think Adrian Quest still trying to figure out where he is, what day it is. But Chris Nasty now wondering, I mean, what does that do to his psyche? I mean, you think about right now, he's blaming a decision he made for losing the championship. If he doesn't get a win now, he's having trouble putting away Adrian Quest. If he's unable to finish now, what does that do to his psyche?
Oh, wait a minute. I think we're about to see what it's going to do to his psyche.
No.
Do it!
You can't win. You can't win by choking your opponent.
Do it, Nasty. Do it.
You can't win. You can't. It's head referee Charlie Wu, thankfully, getting that wrist tape out of the way.
This is a mistake. Nasty.
Slashing the throat. Going for that springboard cutter, caught, backslide. Able to escape. Big takedown, armbar.
Fujiwara armbar in the middle of the ring. This could be it.
Hooked, switching over, looking for that crossface, and yeah, Chris Nasty nowhere near the ropes.
This is exactly my point, Farmer. He didn't pull the trigger again, and now he's in a crossface in the middle of the ring. This is the mistake that Chris Nasty has been pulling. He's got to pull that trigger.
Did not pull the trigger. He said if it follows through, rolls up. Could this be it? Oh, big super kick right to the face. Up.
Oh, wait.
Going for that mustache mountain. Reversed. Crosses the legs, cover. That does it.
And the winner of this match, by way of pinfall, Adrian Quest.
As we see here, Chris Nasty going for that mustache mountain that he loves to win with. Adrian Quest had it scouted, rolls through, covers, gets the win, and puts another mark in the loss column for Chris Nasty. And after what he's been through, Pinky, that's just got to be a devastating situation for Chris Nasty to be in.
Like I said it before, Farmer, he did a lot of stuff in this match that I really liked moving forward, but he didn't pull the trigger. Oh, wait, he's going to pull the trigger now, maybe?
Well, I think here, maybe cooler heads will prevail. Chris Nasty, maybe he needed to just get some sense knocked into him. Hopefully, we see the old Chris Nasty back. and this is what you like to see. I understand frustration maybe got the better of him. It happens to all of us. The loose scumbag.
Oh, and look at this! Yes! Finally! Finally! Don't wait to pull that trigger, Nasty. That's what you need to do. Get ahead by any means necessary. There you go. Gain that momentum back. My goodness, he's lost his mind. And here's his wife, Jin Savani. I think he's trying to gain a little bit of control for Chris Nasty. Fine. Let him go. Sometimes you gotta do. Oh! Not even his wife is gonna stop him. Here we go. Mustache Mountain in the middle of the ring. This is a brand new side of Chris Nasty, the likes of which we have never seen. Not here in Santino Brothers. My goodness, where have you been hiding, Chris Nasty? Talk about a momentum shift leading in to the LA Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Like it or not, the one that's walking away after this match is Chris Nasty. Oh my goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have still 2 title matches coming up next. And I think we're going to get a little bit of backstage action from the one and only Jack Farmer. Let's go ahead and send it back to Jack Farmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joining now Lucas Riley. And Lucas, last time we saw you at Steel Cage, you and Dom Kubrick unfortunately lost the tag team championships, but people have been asking about your relationship with Dom Kubrick because things did not look like they were going well between you two after the match.
Well, hey, I'll tell you one thing. Emotions were high. We lost the tag team titles. Dom Kubrick was mad. Hell, I was mad. But one thing, Krusty Crew is going to be okay. K's up is forever. You ask me, K's up is forever. You ask Dom, he'd probably tell you the same thing. K's up forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you enjoying Fight Night so far? We've seen some incredible action, but who's ready to see some wrestling with the gold on the line? Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the Santino Brothers Inner City Championship! Wrestlers to the ring!
Championship action up next as we have the Inner City Championship. Kicking things off here. Being joined now, Jack Farmer being joined by Michael Revenant for this one. Richie Coy making their way out. Richie Coy, last time we saw Richie Coy actually was in action with the champion Darwin Finch as a tag team. But Michael Revenant, I'm a little bit confused about your relationship with the champion Finch. You've been mentoring him, won the championship, but you did not seem happy when he won the championship at Steel Cage.
I've been very, very specific when it comes to my instructions to Finch. He has a title on his shoulder because he listened to me. But for some reason, Jack, the last several shows, he thinks he knows best. And that is not the case. That is just not the case. And I'm at my wit's end with Finch. He picked this match. My job is to make the matches, and Finch says, I'm giving a match, I'm giving a shot to Richie Coy, because Richie Coy deserves it. That is not Finch's call to make. That is my call to make at the end of the day.
Well, you do make the matches here, but the champion does have a little bit of sway in who they want to face. And Richie Coy, as mentioned, last time we saw Richie Coy was in a tag team match with Finch as a partner. Richie Coy did really all the heavy lifting, got the win for their team. I think it's a good move.
I don't have any doubt in the talent of Richie Coy. I don't.
I want to give a shout out to our live chat who has joined us here on YouTube. Thank you everyone for joining us, especially N-Man Slimmer, who says, let's go championship time. Thank you so much for the super chat. As Finch, the champ, makes his way to the ring. And again, I'm very,
look at him. What is he doing? Why is he wearing that shit on his face? Why is he wearing those colors on his tights? What is this? Where's the focus? Look at how much he cares. Darwin Finch. This is Darwin Finch. This is not Finch. This is the loser that's coming to the ring right now with a title on his shoulder that I put there.
I think it's very hard to call a man a loser when he has a championship draped over his shoulder, especially one as prestigious and as hard fought for as that Inner City Championship. And listen, you can hear the crowd. They love it. You gotta love it when we've got paying fans here to see a champion.
Focus on winning your matches. That's what makes legends from indie workers, period. Focus on winning. He's hitting all the corners. He wants everyone to cheer him. How about focus on your opponent?
Well, for now, we'll focus on our ring announcer, Pinky Santino.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Santino Brothers Inner City Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 160 pounds, fighting from the Children's Garden of Versus. This is the boy named Richie Coy.
He's ready for a fight. No one can ever deny that Richie Coy is always ready for a fight.
And his opponent. They are the reigning, defending Santino Brothers Inner City Champion. This is Finch.
Well, as the championship action kicks off, you know, as mentioned, we are on YouTube and we have a live chat. If you want to be a part of the conversation, be a part of the conversation here at Santino Bros. As you know, we always like to push the boundaries. If you're a part of the conversation there on the live chat, I like to chat with you. And frankly, we've got a lot of people like Timo Shroom saying Finch is my GOAT. We also have Tim Greer saying good things. We have Misha Latte saying good things. We have people chanting Finch, Finch, Finch. Straw Hat Nate says Finch, let's go. In fact, the only negative I'm seeing about this whole thing is frankly, I see Blinkers using expletive to say they don't like you, Michael Revenant.
Yeah, well, I'm not here for a popularity contest, Jack Farmer, and all those people watching at home, come to a show, pay for a pay-per-view, buy merch. I really don't give a shit your opinion.
I like you, Mr. Revenant.
Thank you, Pinky.
I like you a whole lot. You do a great job.
On the call once again, I'm Jack Farmer, being joined by Pinky Santino and Michael Revenant. Championship action in the ring. Inner City Championship champion Finch taking on Richie Coy. Finch won the championship at our last event, Steel Cage, in a four-way match where you would say there's what we call a little bit of shenanigans that happened, and frankly, Michael Revenant, you were a part of those.
Finch was losing focus. I gave him instructions, and once again, Finch ignored my instructions and got lucky and picked up a win on an unsuspecting opponent.
Finch, really one of the more technical wrestlers we see, Pinky. Someone who is able to really manipulate people in just about any way possible. Richie Coy, though, no slouch in that game either. Do you think one of them has a strength here?
Well, that's going to be the million-dollar question. It looks like right now they're going head-to-head as far as their technical prowess. And as of right now, Richie Coy has the upper hand, but that could go ahead and change very quickly, as it did. There you go.
Well, as I said before, the last time these two were in the ring together, they were in a tag team match, and Richie Coy really did everything. Finch didn't tag in, frankly, I believe, because Michael Revenant, you wanted Finch to have that kind of attitude in the match. What has driven you to be so involved in Finch's career?
I go way back with Finch, Jack, and Pinky. Little inside baseball here for you two. The first person I ever met in the Santino brothers family was Darwin Finch. Darwin and I met. I told him about my history about being a competitor back in the day. And heck, Jack, even you and I trained from time to time many years ago. And it turns out my body was not able to hold up the way that I wished it would to give a proper comeback. But while I was gone, I built empires. I came to find success outside of the pro wrestling space, and Joey and Sil and Moggy noticed it and asked me to help them really take Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy into the next level, and I did that. All of this to say, while my body was failing, that man that's in the ring right now, dressed with multicolored trunks, was losing. Finch was losing week after week. And he came to me, tears in his eyes, saying, Mike, I really need your help. I need you to be my friend and help me start winning. So I did. I did help him start winning. I said there's friends and there's business. This isn't friend business. This is show business. And he agreed. And what did he start doing, Jack Farmer? He started winning. Ever since he started listening to me, he started winning. And then for some reason, he decided he didn't need my advice anymore, and that's just unacceptable. I told him there was one condition. Big knee right there. Listen to me. That's all he had to do, and if he didn't, there would be consequences.
Oh, covered. Oh. You know, Pinky, I think one could argue that the biggest success that Finch has had, we got an armbar here, able to get out of it. You could argue that maybe some of the most success Finch had was when he started standing out on his own and fought for that Intercity Championship, and the decisions he made during that Intercity Championship match and by avoiding Michael Revenant.
No, but you got to think about what led him to that point. Who got him to that point? He wouldn't have gotten there by himself. He wouldn't be the Intercity Champion right now if not for Mr. Revenant. He would still be over there playing with Flubber in the back, losing his matches. No. We have one of the best coaches in the world sitting right by you. This is how it goes. Phil Jackson, Bill Belichick, Tom Landry, Michael Revenant. Best coaches in the world, Farmer.
We've been seeing a lot of phenomenal reversals here, a lot of great transitions, and let's, putting all the personal stuff aside, Michael Revenant, we've got two of the very best when it comes to counter wrestling submission maneuvers, and we're really seeing a masterclass of it here.
No doubt. I will never knock either of these talents' ability. I won't. But there is a certain extra something you need to rise to the top. Okay? It is not easy to be a professional wrestler. It just isn't. My body's a testament to that. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
All the
oh my goodness.
Well, there goes the fantastic counter wrestling as this thing falls into just a shot-for-shot fest.
Counter wrestling? These two are just slapping the hell out of each other. There ain't no wrestling here. This is getting bowling too ugly. And I gotta say, I kinda like it, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Well, these two, forget power slap, check out Santino Bros. Stepping on the hand, and I don't know if Finch is gonna be slapping much after that.
And while seeing this, there's only one thing I gotta say. Thank you very much, Mr. Revenant. Without you, this would not be possible.
Yeah, you're welcome, Pinky.
Well, we talk about momentum. We talk about championships as we get a big-time Uranagi right on the corner of the ring there. And Michael Revenant, I know we are getting into the biggest part of the year. We have one more stop, July 10th, fight night, before the biggest event of the year, August 29th. so clearly we are in that time where, oh, cover. Where really everything matters here, this championship match, momentum. Talk to us a little bit about that road to the LA Rumble.
You know, there's a reason you've been off the last couple shows, Jack, is because you don't read the formats and pay attention. There are 2 more shows between now and the LA Rumble. There is July 10th. There is August 1st, and then the LA Rumble is going to happen here on August 29th, is what I am working on. But I'll be quite honest with you, I'm seeing this aggressive side of Finch in the ring right now, and I feel like there's some hope there. But to be even more straight with you, the best thing to call the LA Rumble as far as Santino Brothers family is concerned, the Wrestling Academy, it's basically our WrestleMania. It's our biggest show of the year, straight up. And I made the decision. Oh! Sorry, I had to quiet down for that. I made the decision that we're going to house it here, and it is going to be the biggest LA Rumble Santino Brothers has ever put on. Trust me when I say that.
Well, that definitely means you need to keep your eye out for tickets for that event, August 29th, as it will be a packed house. Richie Coy stuck upside down as they flatten down on the ring here. You know, you can complain about how Darwin Finch is dressed, how he's painted pinky, but Darwin Finch in control here, looking every bit the champ.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's not doing a bad job right now. He's got the upper hand. I got to give him to that. He's kept some of that aggression that Michael Revenant has taught him and has coached him through. So as long as he keeps that and focuses and keeps his eye on the ball, he's going to do fine.
I didn't teach him to make the crowd clap along with him. Unbelievable.
So you got to cover here.
I'm sorry you're having to watch this.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating, Pinky.
I don't know what's frustrating. Darwin Finch is in control of a championship match. He's a champion, he's in control of the match, and he's in there with a competitor who has proven themselves to be a top-level competitor.
I gave him very specific instructions, Jack, and he is deliberately ignoring me. Deliberately. He should be winning this match much easier. Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to deny his talent. I've said that. Finch, sorry, pronouns, pal. I am not going to deny Finch's talent. But talent only got him so far before he started working with me. I gave him that little extra, and he's ignoring me. He's ignoring me.
Just multiple chops to Richie Coy, who continues to fight back from the Garden of Verses, grabbing the leg of Darwin Finch, if I can say Darwin Finch. Now Finch eating those shots over and over and over again. Richie Coy knows how tough it is to get a championship opportunity, especially with Michael Revenant calling the shots. Does not want to lose this chance, wants to make the best of it. Looks to use the speed to neutralize the size disadvantage. Inside, outside, outside, inside.
Oh, wait a minute.
Big time armbar.
He might separate his shoulder right there. That's going to take those killer forearms away. Oh!
Now can Richie Coy capitalize? Can they turn this into something bigger than just offense? Springboard tornado DDT plants the champion, and the challenger hooks the leg.
So look at that aggression. Look at that aggression Richie Coy is showing. Where's Finch's aggression? Huh?
Well, Finch has been in control most of the match. Almost got a cover there. So we got like a cover, sort of a key lock type, fighting over the arm there. The raw power trying to pull Richie Coy up.
Oh, I think Richie felt it.
Oh! Pinky Santino. What do these two need to do? How does one of them get the lead here? They keep going back and forth.
Well, Richie Coy is going to have to do exactly what they're doing. And
Game over.
2.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
Richie Coy is a shorter person after that maneuver. I cannot believe what we just saw, dropping Coy right on their head.
Oh,
and now
wait
you talk
a minute.
about,
Wait a
about
minute.
aggression, following up with this latchkey lock.
This could be it.
Trying to put this one away. How Richie's still awake after that incredible pile driver, I don't know. That Michinoku type driver.
And look at this. Latico sends it to the middle of the ring.
Too quick, too clever. Richie Coy.
And he's going to have to keep using that speed. Oh, look at this.
To the arm.
Every hold a stanza, every win a verse. Can Richie Coy complete their poem and become the inner city champion? Going for a pin here.
Trying to use just pure strength to hold those arms down.
Was that the kind of aggression you're looking for, Michael Revenant?
Yeah, it is. He should have been doing this the whole match.
Nothing pretty here, just using weight, just pushing the shoulders down.
And that was a little pretty.
Oh.
And now fighting for position here. Richie Coy trying to choke Finch, but Finch powers through. Up and over, Richie Coy in control, off the ropes. Takes Finch back, but
there
comes back.
There we go, Finch.
Big time shot to the face.
Take advantage.
Way to go, Mr. Revenant. I know you taught him that.
I did, actually.
Hooks the legs.
Oh!
Knee-busting maneuver that's going to make it very difficult for Richie Coy to be able to use some of their big-time offense. Big knee to the back of the head. And this could be it. Richie Coy continues to fight on. Richie Coy knows the shot at the Inner City Championship is not something to take lightly, not something that they want to give up. There's Michael Revenant now standing here at the broadcast booth.
I mean, this just shows how much he cares, Farmer. He really does care about Finch. If Finch would only listen to him.
Yes, Michael Revenant is the boss, but he's a little bit too hands-on. Finch comes off that second rope, took too long, crashes down.
And look, he spent too much time worrying about doing something pretty for these fans. You can't worry about that. You had Richie Coy down. That was your opportunity.
Richie Coy, speaking of pretty, able to backflip up onto that top rope. Standing high, goes to fly, takes down the champion. Champ rolls through, holds the legs. Richie Coy now almost got caught, trying to get back up, continuing the offense, spins the champ, discus elbow to the face. Calls for the brain buster.
Oh, this could be it.
Finch knows it was coming, able to reverse it. Richie trying to just force it. One of these two individuals gonna get it. Richie rolls through.
Oh, I think he's going to dislocate that elbow. He got it.
Pops the elbow. What does Richie Coy have planned? Goes for that pump handle type maneuver.
Oh!
Drops Finch right down, covers.
Focus, Finch. Come on, Finch.
Hey.
Finch fighting out of it. Finch is...
I gotta say, I thought we almost had a new champion right there, Farmer.
The Inner City Championship is one of the hardest championships in Santino Bros to hold on to because of the level of competition, because of how often the championship is put on the line. Finch does not want to be a one-and-done champion. Finch needs to be able to hold on to this championship, especially knowing that Michael Revenant is watching on. But Richie Coy, not here to make friends.
Oh, wait, look at this, landing on his feet. Throws the clothesline, ducks under. Oh!
Look at that Hypotha fist, misses it. Maybe looking for the neutron bomb, unable to get that one as well. These two know each other so well.
He needs to worry less about naming his moves cute names and about getting the job done.
Absolutely. This is unbelievable.
Well, following up that shoulder being popped out of socket with the Fujiwara armbar. Say what you want about Finch and the colors of his gear, but he is tough for still being in this thing, all things considered.
Honestly, I don't care what color gear he wears. The Macho Man Randy Savage wears gear like that. But I'm telling you one thing. If his coach was telling him to do something, he'd do it.
Cover.
Fuck, he's not.
I'm sorry you're having to watch this, sir. I really am.
In the ropes. Has to make the break. Maybe a save for Finch. Finch looks out of it. Richie Coy looks out of it, frustrated. After all the offense, Richie Coy's been able to exert not enough to put away the champion. The champion. Trying to find a way to hold on to this title as you listen to the crowd. And a blow of a kiss to the champion as the two look to get control.
See, this is where you need to just punch him in the face.
What is this gaining for Finch? What is this? That's what it gained him.
Coy able to continue the control by exerting more damage to the shoulder and arm.
There you go.
With that discus elbow to the face takes down Richie Coy. Where's Michael Revenant has now left the broadcast booth.
I think he's had enough. And I can't blame him. I mean, when it's like when you tell your kid not to do something over and over and over again, and they do it. Oh wait. Does he have a chair?
It's like
he has a steel chair, Farmer.
Nothing Finch does is enough.
Farmer, he has a steel chair.
And we saw this at Steel Cage. Michael Revenant wants to use the chair. Finch doesn't want to use the chair. He didn't need to use the chair. In fact, avoiding the chair is what helped Finch get the win. And he
what are you doing?
Michael Revenant, defiant of authority like the punk rocker Finch truly is. And Michael Revenant is beside himself.
Oh, and you're happy to see this, I'm sure. He's a joke. I can't believe I just saw what I saw.
Richie Coy trying to get back in control. Rolls through, looks for the cover, no, caught. Submission maneuver, rolls through again. These two, they can't catch each other. Again, flipping around. Who's gonna be on the better end of it? Shoulders are down.
So close.
And this could end at any moment. Michael Revenant shakes his head.
Shoulder up, shoulder up.
Michael Revenant shaking his head. Frustrated that Finch hasn't been able to put this one away, but frankly, if Finch wasn't distracted by Michael Revenant with that chair, Finch probably would have been able to put this one away already.
Yeah, he would have been able to put it away too if he would have just hit him with a chair also.
Well, that would have been a disqualification.
And who keeps the title?
Oh, and there it is.
And the winner of this match is still Santino Brothers Inner City Champion, Finch!
Defiant till the end. Somewhere under all of that soulless sellout is a glimmer, a spark of Darwin Finch. Is that punk rock Poindexter as he flips the bird to the boss man, Michael Revenant, showing that he's still punk rock, still not sold out to the authorities, somewhere in there.
Hey, shut that shit off. I have given you very specific instructions, week after week, on how to win. You were a loser before you started working with me. You lost every night, all over this country. You came to me crying, saying, Mike, I need you to help me. What did I say? If I'm going to help you, you need to pay attention to do exactly what I tell you to do. Did I not? Shut up! You listened, you won. That's right. so concerned about these fans, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to reintroduce all of you to Darwin Finch, the punk rock loser, who is no longer Inner City champion. I strip you of the title, you loser!
Whoa! Wait, what? That's right! Darwin Finch stripped of the championship. I don't know what. Michael Revenant is upset because he won, but he didn't win the way he won. This is ridiculous. This is unfair. This is BS.
I gotta say, I'm a little speechless. Oh my goodness! He just knocked him out.
It's a shot to the back of the head. A cheap shot with the championship.
You will never, ever hold a single title. Get away from me, Primo. Back up, or I will fire you from this company. You are done. You are done. I hate you, Darwin Finch, and I will make it my mission to make the rest of your existence here a fucking hellhole.
I think Finch just signed his own death warrant at Santino Brothers.
Darwin Finch stripped of the championship. Thank goodness. Primo Henyo and Richie Coy there to protect Finch after he was knocked out with a cheap shot from behind from Michael Revenant. He may be our boss, but the guy's a jerk.
Farmer, you got to be careful what you say. You just saw what he did to Finch. Hey, I'm not the hugest fan of you, but I don't want to see you lose your job too.
I've known Michael Revenant a long time. Like he said, we go very far back, and this man, this is the most disgusting thing I've seen.
Shut up!
Defend him, but I'm in disbelief right now.
This is disgusting what we just saw.
Looks like we're going to try to get a little bit of control right here. Just surprising actions of what just happened in the ring. Let's go ahead and set things back right into the middle of the ring with Jack Farmer.
Well,
I don't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys being here.
Ever the kiss ass.
And you know, there's someone who also has been chomping at the bit to see all of you here tonight. Someone I think you guys are going to be pretty excited about getting to see. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause as I invite out to the ring, the Hollywood Dream, D.R.E.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the D.R.E. After a brutal competition, going one-on-one with Tyler Baitman. You see the result right there. Suffering a very, very serious leg injury. I guess we're going to get a little bit of an update right here to see how long exactly the DRE is going to be out. I got to give it to the guy. At least he chose a good color for his cast. If nothing else, the guy's got some style when it comes to medical wear. All right, let's go ahead and set it in the ring.
DRE, it's great to see you back here in Azusa, but I've got to ask what everyone here is thinking, and we're all looking down at that leg. We're looking at that pink cast. What exactly happened?
All right, before I get into all this sappy crap right here, really quick. From the movie screen to the wrestling ring, D.R.E. is in the building. Guys, I needed that. I really needed that. And it just pains me. I was holding back tears behind that curtain because I wanted to so badly to have my boots laced up, to wrestle anybody here in this square circle in front of you all. But instead, I'm with a pair of crutches and a very, very bright pink cast. Shout out Pinky, by the way.
Guys got good fashion, I'll give them that.
Let's talk about what happened. Last fight night, I faced the goddamn man, Tyler Baitman. And I was so looking forward to that match because I felt he's a Santino Bros legend. He's wrestled everywhere. And he's made a name for himself, a huge name for himself. He's a legend. And I looked at that match as a rite of passage. But he ended up showing me some disrespect and breaking my leg. You know, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for taking the W and giving me that last final blow. Because he looked at me as a wounded dog laying in front of him, right in front of him. And he just put me out of my misery. So Tyler, I just have this to say to you, man. It's not over between you and I. Because when I heal this leg, no matter how long it takes to heal this, I'm coming after you. And I'm going to face you and give you nothing but violence. Not only for these fans, not only for you, but for myself. Now let's talk about how long I'm going to be out for. So, good news is I don't need surgery. The bad news is the doctor told me 4 months. And I don't know how, when he said that, not only just thinking about my return, but also thinking about my insanity. Just because all the pain that I've been dealing with. And I don't know if you ever have to look your fiance in the eye and say, babe, I can't bathe myself on my own. I can't stand on just one leg. I need you to help me. And I just felt so less of a man right then and there. I felt so less of a man when the doctor told me 4 months. But then I started thinking about who the Hollywood dream is. Then I started thinking about how I'm not just an average rookie. Just like I told the doctor, I'm not just your average patient. It's not going to take 4 months. And like how I told all the boys in the back, I'm not your average rookie. It's not just going to take years and years to get to the heavyweight championship. I know I'm going to take that title. I know I'm going to reach the top for whatever it takes because I'm the Hollywood dream. And I know it's not going to take me 4 months. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to August 29th, right here in Azusa, for the LA Rumble. And I'm going to rehab and do whatever it takes to get my hands raised as your 2025
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. DRE gonna do whatever he can to get back to this in the Santino Brothers ring by August 29th. The LA Rumble, biggest show of the year, ladies and gentlemen. The question is, can he do it? Can he make it? That still remains to be seen. But ladies and gentlemen, we're not done. The Santino Brothers Heavyweight Championship match is up next. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's hear it again for DRE. And folks, we got a lot more action coming up. We have our main event coming up here in just a few moments. But, as DRE mentioned, we have also coming up the LA Rumble August 29th right here in Azusa, California. That means everyone needs to make sure and get their tickets. But our next event is not the LA Rumble. Our next event comes to us July 10th right here at the LA Rumble. And we'd love to see all of you here. In fact, we'd love to see you here so much that under some of your seats are some tickets. So
wait a minute.
Their seats, so we can see who will be coming to our next event July 10th for free. If you got one of those red envelopes, hold them up high.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Brothers, when you're part of our guests here, we got a winner right over here. Let's give a round of applause.
and even if you don't win those free tickets, we want to see here in Azusa, California.
Of course, you get incredible wrestling, but you're also part of the show. You can walk away with something fun, like a free t-shirt like Jonathan over here behind me earlier during our pre-show. So everyone check under their seats. You may have free tickets to our next show, or we'll see you guys there.
There ain't nothing like seeing it live, ladies and gentlemen.
Enough about what's coming up down the road. It's time to get to the main event tonight. I want everyone to give a big round of applause as we bring Pinky in here to do the formal championship introductions. Let's give a big round of applause to Pinky Santino. And remember, everyone who's been taking photos and getting video, use the hashtag Santino Bros on social media. Let the world know what we got going here in Azusa.
All right. Now that Jack Farmer has went ahead and sold the next show, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for one more match? Oh, no, come on. This is Santino Brothers Fight Night. If you're ready for one more match, make some noise! That's very good, because ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Santino Brothers Fight Night main event! Say it with me one more time. Let's get the wrestlers to the ring!
It is time for our main event. Alec Tomas, who recently won the Santino Bros Championship, defending against Tyler Baitman, the Butcher, the goddamn man. Last time we saw him at Steel Cage was on a tear, attacked Eli Everfly and Delilah Doom during the shit show, confronted Alec Tomas after his match. After Alec Tomas defeated Slice Boogie and became the championship, spoiled what was a great moment with his family. Tyler Baitman, one of the most dangerous men in all of wrestling, and a true terror, someone who's been the champion before. Could he do it again? He looks to face someone who doesn't want to lose that championship just yet. The champion, Alec Tomas, someone who has ingratiated himself with the fans of Santino Bros Wrestling by putting on continued feats of strength, of perseverance, fighting through pain, fighting through injury, coming back, going toe-to-toe with the very toughest, and going toe-to-toe with one of the most difficult men in Santino Bros history, Slice Boogie. Not once, not twice, but 3 times defeating the king of the concrete jungle in a steel cage at our last event. Putting down the champion once and for all and ending what was a 1.5-year long journey to become the champion. Now sees just how heavy the crown is as he has Tyler Bateman looking to take that championship from him. Homegrown fan favorite, known for grit, known for resilience, big match heart. Championship on the line. This is for all the marbles, the main event once again. For the last time, I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank you all for being a part of this in the live chat, on social media, as we send things over to Pinky Santino.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Santino Brothers Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Standing to my left, weighing in at 200 pounds, fighting out of Moore, Oklahoma. This is the goddamn man, Tyler Baitman. And his opponent, weighing in at 210 pounds, fighting out of Glendora, California. He is the reigning, defending Santino Brothers Heavyweight Champion, Armenian royalty, Alec Tomas.
If you've got goosebumps, if the hairs on the back of your neck are starting to stand up, it is because it is now time for the main event. Alec Tomas, Tyler Bateman, the Butcher versus Armenian royalty. Look to battle for the biggest prize in this company. Head referee Charlie Wu shows the championship. And as Jack Farmer, Pinky Santino on the call. Pinky, as we kick this one off, let's set the table just a little bit. These two have history. There was a time when Alec Tomas was getting started, Tyler Bateman was a mentor to Alec Tomas. There's a lot of people who say that Alec Tomas really started to come into his own during a match with an individual named Ishmael Vaughn. Ishmael Vaughn, during that match, busted open Alec Tomas. He bled everywhere. But he continued to fight, and he showed the heart of who would become a future champion. And during that match, Tyler Bateman saw something in Alec Tomas. They tag teamed together after that, and Alec Tomas earned the respect of Tyler Bateman. But now, Tyler Bateman's across the ring from him, and this is a more vicious Tyler Bateman than we have ever seen in the past.
Oh, most definitely. You're right. He might have earned the respect, but respect only goes so far when it comes to Tyler Bateman. Hey, you just saw the DRE out here. Tyler Bateman might, he might have Tyler Bateman's respect, but it did not stop him from busting up his leg and putting him out of the ring for what, months? 4 months?
I don't think it's unfair for me to say that Tyler Bateman is nothing short of a psychopath. I think he is one of the most terrifying individuals in pro wrestling, and that's saying something.
Especially when you have something that he wants, and that's exactly what Alec Tomas has right now. That Santino Brothers Heavyweight Championship. Once again, it wouldn't be the first time that Tyler Bateman has held that gold, and I know he definitely wants it back.
Tyler Bateman, a former Santino Bros wrestling champion, you're right. And you talk about just the kind of person Tyler Bateman is and how when he wants something, he comes to take it. Alec Tomas, a year-plus long chase to become the champion, finally does at Steel Cage. And before Alec Tomas even has a chance to celebrate with his family, before he's even done getting photos with the championship, Tyler Bateman's there, says he wants the shot. Disrespectful action from Tyler Bateman, but I guess it's effective. He got his shot.
Yeah, some might call it disrespectful, but without that, Tyler Bateman wouldn't be in the middle of the ring right now wrestling for the Santino Brothers Championship. Alec had to learn very quickly. The minute that he put that belt around his waist, he also put a target on his back.
Well, that will be interesting to see. For so long, Alec Tomas has been the hunter. Now he is the hunted. Now people are coming for him. And sometimes heavy is the head that wears the crown. We'll have to see how he's able to handle that kind of pressure, knowing that now every match he has is getting the very best of the very best. But so far, the champ looking every bit up to the task.
Yeah, so far so good, but you got to remember, I know as I've seen Alec month after month, well, as I've been here, you got to know that he's not going to take the shortcuts and stuff like that Slice Boogie took to hold on to that championship. So it's going to be that much harder for Alec to go ahead and hold on to that title as long as someone like Slice did.
Alec Tomas really made a name for himself. I talked about the time he got busted open, was bleeding everywhere, and just had the heart to continue fighting, fought back. Really, one of the stories of Alec Tomas's career is being able to fight back through injury, being able to fight back through pain, and continue on. But that's going to be put to the test more than ever.
Ooh! And ladies and gentlemen, the buffet is open and they're serving up chops all night long.
Tyler Bateman maybe got ahead of himself there, runs right into the boot. Alex up and over. Catches him, Russian leg sweep, hooks the leg.
Only a one. Bateman ain't gonna go down that easy.
Alec Tomas is really a well-rounded hybrid of quick aerials and power slams. He's able to marry those two styles very well. In a way most wrestlers aren't able to do. He's able to hit the ropes, he's able to jump, but he's also able to
wait a
slam
minute.
you.
Oh! Sickening thud. And I'll admit, Alec might slightly outweigh Tyler Bateman, but Tyler Bateman, one of the deadliest strikers that Santino Brothers has ever seen.
There is very few people who are going to out-chop Tyler Bateman. And as great as Alec Tomas is, I just don't know if he's the guy.
Oh, but look at this. I guess he's going to try. Oh!
Well, it shows just how devastating the chops are that Tyler Bateman brings when the whole crowd quiets before he issues one out.
Farmer, I personally have taken those chops, and that's exactly why I'm sitting here instead of being in there.
Shoulder to shoulder. The strength of Tyler Bateman, not necessarily known as a powerhouse, but just knows how to use his body, knows how to inflict damage. Oh, went for a leapfrog, but landed awkwardly on that leg.
And look at this, like a shark with blood in the water. He is smelling it, and he is going right after that knee.
I see Alec Tomas speaking with head referee Charlie Wu, and yeah, going right after that knee. And
oh, cool.
And something to talk to me about that. You see the leapfrog and the awkward landing. Sometimes we take for granted just how risky even things like a leapfrog can be in pro wrestling.
Almost definitely. It is extremely dangerous in the middle of that ring, ladies and gentlemen. That's why, hey, whether I like you or don't, I don't want anyone to try this at home. These are trained professionals, and even they can slip and get hurt. But, oof, if Tyler Bateman keeps going after that knee, hey, maybe him and Dre could go ahead and heal together with double casts.
Well, that's a good point. Tyler Bateman loves to injure people, loves to hurt people, and maybe he's got a thing for legs right now because he looks like he is targeting that leg. You mentioned the blood in the water. And Tyler Bateman's not one of those guys to play coy with his strategy. If he wants to hurt you in a certain spot, he's just going to attack you in that spot. And Alec Tomas not doing a good job of hiding the effects, grabbing at that knee.
Yeah, I know it hurts. Oof! And I know it's agonizing, but he's got to try to mask that pain right now. Because the more you show the pain, the more Tyler Bateman is going to go right after it.
Well, as mentioned, Bateman's been a mentor to Alec Tomas, so Bateman knows the ins and outs of Alec Tomas and what he's been through, and that means, and Pinky, just to remind you and the fans watching, as we get a cover there, 2019. Alec Tomas had reconstruction surgery on that knee. He had 3 ligaments that needed to be repaired. And so, you know, you've been a wrestler, you've been in the ring. There's kind of this unwritten rule. You're not supposed to try to really injure somebody, but Tyler Bateman seemed to be honing in on that knee that 2019, just a few short years ago, completely reconstructed.
I'm sorry, but plain and simple.
Cover.
1, 2, if you have an opportunity at the gold and you see a target and you don't go after it, it's plain stupid, if you ask me. You gotta go after it. You gotta go for the gold. And look at that, just snapping that neck back with that Pez dispenser, as he likes to call it.
Popping it open, seeing if candy comes out. Mocking the raise the roof, something that Alec Tomas does to connect with the fans and has connected with the fans on many occasions. But now Tomas struggling to stand up even. The knee.
Oh! And Farmer, you talked a little bit earlier about Finch possibly only being able to defend once and then losing the title. What if that happens to Alec Tomas after months and months of agonizing matches just trying to hold that title? What if he loses it on his first outing? Oh, look, he's biting him. He's biting him.
Biting the face, biting the eyebrow.
Oh, he just caught the spit in his hand.
Oh, that's unsanitary.
Oh!
And now a shot right to the face, right where he just bit. And we talked earlier about the swelling of the eye or cutting the eye and how that can blur your vision. I mean, losing a leg, losing an eye, there's not going to be much left for Alec Tomas.
Oof.
Trying to fight back. The resilience we talked about with Alec Tomas earlier, showing through, has fought through many injuries, fought through a lot of pain. Huge scoop slam, takes down the challenger, the champion.
I don't know, he's moving around like this.
Cover.
Only a 2 count. I don't know where he's finding this energy, Farmer.
Alec Tomas has always had a deep gas tank, always been able to find that next gear, always been able to keep going. He showed it to us when he beat Big Dick Haas. He showed it to us when he beat Slice Boogie.
Oh, wait, look. Oh, he just chopped the knee. He chopped the knee right out from under him. I've never seen that before in my life.
Chopping the knee and hitting that ligament, likely that, again, all 3 ligaments in that knee were destroyed. He had them reconstructed.
Oh, look at this. And the knee is not meant to bend that way. It's almost damn near touching his head, Farmer.
Nowhere in the body is meant to bend that way, Pinky.
And look at this. He has his fingers hooked together. He ain't going nowhere.
And yeah, he's far from the ropes unless he can figure out how to get around. But somehow able to power out. Cover.
Oh, big time lariat. Damn near took his head off.
Old school smash mouth. Loves to hurt people, loves to intimidate. And Tyler Bateman seems to be achieving that on every level.
Oh, and he ain't done. He is not done. What is he setting up for here? I know I'm going to like it. I know that much, Farmer.
Asking Tomas to get up. Tomas sends Bateman over the top to the outside.
He just hit face first.
on that ring apron. And a lot of times there's a little bit of padding, sure, but the padding doesn't always reach the ends. That was likely just a steel beam straight to the nose.
Alec Tomas in pursuit. He knows he's got Tyler Baitman down for just a moment, needs to follow up. He knows that the devil is bleeding and he needs to continue to attack if he wants to maintain that championship.
Yeah, Farmer, I talked about blood in the water before as goes for Baitman. Oh my God!
Jeez.
Never mind. I was gonna say that Alec, if he smells blood in the water, he has to go right after it. But my goodness, that chop, that just turns everything back around.
Well, if there was blood in the water, it was only because the shark was bleeding and the shark just took a big old bite out of the boat Alec Tomas is on. But Alec Tomas sees Baitman mock the fans. If there's one thing the champ won't stand for, it's mocking the fans. As Alec Tomas gets back in control, picks up the goddamn man and drops him right back on that ring apron, as you mentioned, the steel girder that holds the ring together.
And look at this, Baitman is hurting. This is the champion's chance. Oh, and once again going right after that knee.
Oh,
it kind of looks like the champion is playing checkers while the challenger is playing chess right now.
That dragon screw leg whip onto the knee. And at some point, you gotta wonder if Charlie Wu is going to have to take things into his own hands and call this thing for the safety of Alec Tomas.
You might be right, because I don't see the champion staying down. He will not stay down. We've seen it in the past. The question is, yeah, will the referee have to stop it for his own good?
Stomping the hands, stomping the knee. But defiantly, Alec Tomas continues to fight back.
Oh, just hyperextending that knee. Bending it the exact opposite way it's supposed to bend, Farmer.
We've seen Alec Tomas in some brutal matchups, but I look at the face on Alec Tomas now, and I don't know if I've ever seen the champion in this much danger.
Oof!
Oh, but the two collide. And Alec Tomas somehow able to use that upper body strength to level the challenger. Trying to feed off the energy of this crowd, the champion, Alec Tomas, defiantly fights against an overwhelming challenger, Tyler Baitman.
Oh! Well, as they say in boxing, they tested each other's skill, now they're testing each other's will. In the middle of this ring, these guys are going back and forth, and I love it!
This is what the championship's about, slugging it out, fighting with everything they have. Baitman winds up, throws, but strikes out. Baitman, Tomas hits the combo.
Oh, did you see? He kicked back at that knee one more time.
Able to stop the combo from happening. Now, you know, Tomas loves to hit that German suplex there, not able to get it, as you mentioned. Kicking back at the knee, Tyler Baitman had it scouted. I can't emphasize enough how well these two know each other. Baitman was the mentor for Alec Tomas, so he's going to know
Baitman was
everything.
the mentor for so many of the wrestlers here at Santino Brothers as one of the head trainers for quite some time. So it's quite possible that everything that Alec Tomas knows, it was taught to him by Tyler Baitman. But once again, hey, you talk about that heart of Alec Tomas. You cannot teach that, Farmer.
Alec Tomas trying to fight back through the agony, fight back through the pain, trying to put aside any thoughts of what hospital visits he may need to have after this, what kind of surgeries he might have to have.
Charlie Wu up to the count of 8, 9.
Using the strength of his good leg, Alec Tomas gets up while Tyler Baitman uses the ropes. Both men beat the 10 count. But Alec Tomas uses it as a sign that it is time to bring the the fire, bring the thunder, fight through the pain. This is what being a champion truly is. Can he put down the challenger? Can he retain?
That's the million-dollar question, Farmer. Can he do it? Oh, huge farm shot. Kick right to the midsection. Whoa!
Spine buster cover.
Woo!
One leg, one arm hooking the leg, the other holding his own knee in agony. A knee that's probably being held together by nothing but string and duct tape at this point. Off the top, catches him for a big power slam, wastes no time for the win.
Hey, I got to give it to him. That was a smart move, not wasting any time, but he's wasting too much time right now, Farmer. We talked about people not pulling the trigger earlier. That's exactly what he's doing right now. Sure, it hurts. Get up and finish him off if you wanted to have a chance.
Well, this is where Alec Tomas has to fight smart. He can't just fight hard. That knee isn't going to give him much as he looks to go for that tiger driver. But the knee giving out again. There's certain maneuvers he can't use, but that back elbow, that devastating back elbow.
Good old Johnny Bones always there to help Tyler Baitman, and followed by a huge side Russian leg sweep right into the top turnbuckle. And he ain't done. He ain't done. Oh!
Just kicking through the face of Alec Tomas. Putting the boot from the front to the back.
Look at this, the champion living on Dream Street.
And it once again strikes heavy.
1, 2, new champ!
Look at the face of the champion. The thoughts that are going through his head, the doubt, can't let it sink in. Has to continue to fight. All the weight, digging the knee into the back as he pulls back that foot. Looking to snap the knee, Pinky.
Yeah, he has that half crab in super tight. Look at him, just wrenching it back.
Fighting. Tomas finds a way to make it to the rope, finds a way to stay in this thing as Baitman uses all he can of that 5 count to just wrench and tear at the knee some more. That surgically repaired knee.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look,
small package.
Covers.
1, 2.
Almost snuck one from the challenger, but again, oh no, blocks it. Rolls
Check
through.
that pin, 1, 2.
Still just 2. As this one continues to rage on. Kick to the midsection, knee to the face, goes for that German, covers for the win. No, Pinky, did you see that? It looked like Alec Tomas had this one, but the knee gave out, not able to hold it. Alec Tomas, I did not see Baitman kick out here as we go back and look at the monitor here. Alec Tomas did not kick out. It was the knee that gave out from Alec Tomas.
Plain and simple, his knee could not support the bridge. He's going to have to think of another way to win if he's going to pick up the win here. The champ is going to have to think on his feet. Well, in fact, he's going to have to think on his foot because one of his legs is done.
As he goes to the top, goes for that diving cutter, but scouted by Baitman.
Oh, here we go. Brain buster!
The hard goodbye, as he calls it, hooks the leg. And Dukes, no!
What?
Ever defiant, ever resilient, the champion kicks out, continuing his reign for at least a little bit longer.
You have got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Just raining down with those huge headbutts. And I know what he's tapping him up for, Farmer. You've seen it, I've seen it. The death from above. Oh, wait a minute. I think he almost hurt me because he's taking off that elbow pad. Here it comes, the knockout blow.
The death from above, as you mentioned, that falling elbow just
new champ
in the face for the win. No! able to kick out, able to continue fighting. Alec Tomas stays in this thing, and the goddamn man is flummoxed. He's calling for the hard goodbye from the top rope.
From the top rope? That could end his career, Farmer.
That scoop brainbuster.
Oh. Hey, if he's really going to go for Charlie Wu might have to step in. If he goes for that, whether I like him or not, I don't think anyone's, I don't want to see anyone's career end right here.
Well, the damage to this knee may be enough as Baitman continues to work on the knee, continues to slow the champion, and that's just how important this championship is.
Wait, do you hear that?
What is that? That's the music of Eli Everfly. Eli Everfly, who Tyler Baitman attacked during the shit show at Steel Cage at our last event, comes to the chair. Eli Everfly looking like he wants to finish some business.
Well, not only did he attack him, he attacked his wife. Wait, got her!
Out of nowhere,
got her!
From that flying cover, hooks the leg.
And the winner of this match, and still Santino Brothers Heavyweight Champion, Alec Tomas!
Fighting through the pain, fighting through the injury, Alec Tomas able to get the win. Eli Everfly coming out looking for a pound of flesh after what happened in Steel Cage when Tyler Baitman attacked both Eli Everfly and Delilah Doom. Came back to haunt him. The champion retains, hardly able to stand after a battle. Pinky Santino, the championship reign of Armenian royalty continues. Walk us through what happened here.
Tyler Baitman took the eye off the ball because Eli Everfly came out here, and that's all it took, a second of distraction for the champion to hit him with that cutter from the middle rope and pick up the win. There you have it. Still, Santino Brothers champion, Alec Tomas.
You know, I think I was going so hard for so long, I forgot that I had knee surgery back in 2019. My doctor kept telling me, Alec, you're stupid. You're not superhuman. One of these days, sooner or later, it's going to come back and get you. Unfortunately, tonight was that night. I landed wrong twice. I felt a pop.
Oh, no.
But look around. I see Armenian flags waving around. I always knew I was going to go on to become the champion. I didn't know I'd see my country's flag being waved high and proudly. I'm extremely proud of where I come from. I'm proud of who I am. We are not quitters. We are warriors. I carry the weight of the world on my shoulder right now. The Santino Brothers Heavyweight Championship is the most sought-after title in all of Southern California wrestling. Listen to me very close. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. Come fight me like a man. But look around first. I've got an army behind me. You're not just fighting me for this title. You're fighting me in my kingdom, right here in Azusa, California. We got a few minutes to celebrate before they start coming after me. Right now, let's take this moment to enjoy it and raise the roof.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alec Tomas with a big win draws a line in the sand and says, if you want some, come get some. The Santino Bros Wrestling Champion puts it all on the line. Folks, we thank you so much for joining us. We are back here streaming live on YouTube July 10th, or if you're in California, visit us here at Santino Bros at the VFW. Get your tickets. Thank you so much for joining us. From me, Jack Farmer, Pinky Santino, we want to thank you and all of our neighbors, wherever you may be from. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you July 10th.
How come you're going to be in the center? I'm off to the side.